Others were reborn either as tigers or as snakes, but I had regenerated the lake. To be precise, it was a puddle less than 2.5 meters long, and still in the desert. Looking at the constantly evaporating water, I realized that I would soon run out of water and die. However, just as I was feeling sad and angry, a system panel suddenly popped up in my mind. It showed that I have two first-level skills, 春风化雨 and 水复数 remaining energy 100, and through upgrade, I could evolve into a spiritual lake that can heal everything and an elemental lake that could control wind, fire, and lightning, even the lake of fate that could control everything. I could successfully evolve. However, as I was pondering the system carefully, suddenly the system issued a red alarm. The death countdown of the host is shy hours due to prolonged evaporation. Seeing this, I felt like crying without tears. I quickly accelerated to familiarize myself with system function. The so-called 春风化雨 was actually a precipitation function. Rainfall could occur within the range of lake top, and these rainwater were all spiritual objects containing spiritual energy. It was very helpful for the growth of organisms. And the 水复数 was to control the water to enkindle the end. But using skills required energy consumption. 100 energy points were enough for me to unleash two skills, and how to obtain energy required further exploration. But obviously I didn't have that much time anymore. The death of lakes was nothing but due to the depletion of water sources. As long as I kept ourselves from drying up, we should not die. Immediately, I used the skill 春风化雨. Looking at the information panel, there were only 50 energy points left. Then I felt a gentle breeze blowing by, just a hint of heat dissipating, but there were no dark clouds in the sky. This system is not fake, is it? I suddenly felt a bit worried. Suddenly, a few raindrops hit the water in the puddle. The pattern rain started to fall, and it was getting heavier and heavier. In an instant, I felt a sense of relief. It rained for an hour. When the rain stopped, the area of the puddle more than tripled. Now it seems that the water area has reached 7 or 8 square meters. It's barely a pond. I quickly looked at the system panel again, and the red alarm on it had disappeared. I had just crossed over at this moment, and my heart that had not yet calmed down could finally relax for a while. Suddenly, I only felt waves of vibrations coming from afar. In my perception, several bison were running towards me. It had been dry here for so long, and suddenly there was rain. These bison must have come here to drink water. I suddenly felt a little nervous. Bison were social animals. If a few bison attracted a large group, I was afraid the water would make them lake clean in an instant. I didn't know if 水复数 could deal with it. I must give them a downward force to deter other bison, and it can also prevent the water they had finally stored from being drained by them. When the first bison came to me through the mud, a huge mouth much larger than an ordinary ox licked at me. Suddenly, a water rope stretched out from the water, tightly wrapped around the neck of the bison and pulled him into the water. The bison was suddenly attacked and struggled fiercely. However, the constraint on the neck was getting tighter and stronger, and the strength was also increasing, and the futile struggle of the bison actually plunged its body into the mud. In the end, the entire head of the bison was pulled into the water. As this struggle weakened, the water finally returned to calm. In addition, the several late arriving bison were already frightened by the sudden change and ran away, looking towards this sight in fear. At the same time, Ding, the host, slaughtered low-level beasts and gained 100 points of energy. Congratulations on achieving the first skill achievement reward, 100 energy points. It's really a blessing from heaven. Excluding the 50 energy points I just used, I now had 200 energy points. Originally, slaughtering creatures was a way to obtain energy points. Looking at a few startled bison in the distance, I fell into deep contemplation. There was only one water source in the endless desert. I didn't believe these bison could resist hunger, thirst, and the temptation of spiritual water. These were moving energy points. The next morning, I opened the system panel again. The system had undergone another change, with energy increasing to 500 points. So last night, those few bison couldn't help but come together to drink water, and they were ultimately killed by me. Killing a bison requires 50 energy points, but I can earn 100 energy points. After calculation, I still earned 50 points, and after multiple confirmation, I also discovered the hidden capability of the system. The creatures that I had killed and devoured would also contribute their memory. Through the memories of yesterday's few bison, I had gained a better understanding of the entire world. This was very different from my previous world. It looked more like ancient barbarian times. In the memories of those bison, I saw a lion with a circle of flames around its neck, winged horse, and a magical human. This made me feel a burst of excitement. Such a magical world. I must have a way to recover myself. I didn't want to be a lake forever. If I brought in that flame lion and swallowed it, I should be able to gain a lot of energy. So I had a bold idea.